I'm Marcus Wiener from Auto Shield Stockholm. We're here at the Nürburgring and I brought my 2014 Lotus Exige. It's a very light car. It's like a crossover between a go-kart and a GT car. It's about 1150 kilos and it's got 3.5 liter V6 with 350 horsepower and about 400 newtons of torque. So we're sitting behind the desk and it was me and my friend scouting for cars. We're like, that would look great, you know, like fighter jet thingy. So product name is XPEL Stealth. Kind of a stealth fighter, that's the inspiration from it. I started out in detailing about 5-6 years ago. I worked very close with the event host for this event at the Nürburgring, and I started getting requests for paint protection film. And at first I took in other companies to my detailing business to do it, but I actually saw a gap in quality, what it could be and what we had available in Sweden. So when I was going into PPF, I scouted the internet, looked for what people said as both installers and as end customers, and was one brand that was out there that I really couldn't find any bad input from. I felt that XPEL really had both the end customers and also installers in the back. And what also was crucial for me was when I looked into the pre-cut option, which XPEL also was on top there for quality of the kits. It was a no-brainer for me. Fell in love with the product. Also the application turned into a passion for me, and I strived to really perfect it. And about 2.5 years ago, I cut everything off but paint protection film. So we're a 100% PPF company. That's all we do.
So my name is Peter Turnstrom, and I'm one of the organizers for this event here today on the Nürburgring, Gran Turismo. We're about 144 supercars from all over the world, mostly Europe, also some guys from South Africa, and some weirdos from Texas, the XPEL guys. My particular car for the event is this beautiful Lamborghini Huracan Performante. What I like the most with this car is actually the color. The green color is beautiful, and as you can see here on the parking lot, there's pretty much no one that has a green car. And also it's the Performante, which means that they took 40 kilos of stuff out and they made the car's prices more expensive. When you have an expensive car, I mean, everything above 100,000 euros is, for me, an expensive car. You need to protect it. I think it makes a lot of sense to put the film on. I think that XPEL is so good, it should be a factory option. It's like an extra tick box, you know. And I'm not sure if any companies do that, but I think it's actually quite brilliant, and it protects your value. You know? Well, I protected all my cars even since like 10 years ago. I used to do it like in the dealership. I made Marcus actually fly to Spa-Francorchamps, which is another great racing track in that direction, 1 hour drive. It's actually much better than the Nürburgring, but don't tell anyone. Much better. And I had this guy. He actually flew down with his friend, with Oliver. He came to the track, and they set up a temporary shop, and they put the film on. It's beautiful, fantastic. But if you have a good product on, like XPEL, basically you can enjoy your car because you don't have to worry about the damage.
Hi, I'm Phil. I'm from Switzerland, and I'm driving a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Yes, I'm a track junkie. I love tracks, and this is the best track ever, right? It's the most difficult, most challenging one. The green hell, it's the pure emotions. I'm really addicted to it. You have a lot of, let's say, different tarmac, different areas where you need to watch out, but that's part of the challenge, right? So that's what it makes so exciting. I have actually XPEL in all my cars. So I started with a DTC RS, and this was actually, I think, one of the first Huracan Performante worldwide delivered to customers. So far I have experienced really good things with XPEL because it's the best on the market, really. And especially for supercars, you shouldn't go with some alternatives. Actually, I had a friend who said, no, XPEL is too expensive. Until then I actually talked to a lot of people who had XPEL and they were very happy. The complete car is protected, everything really. So including the rear wing, including the rear bonnet and every detail. It was a massive effort for the installer because the Lamborghini had so much corners and edges, right? It took them many hours to do that. I also love the fact that they're not cutting on your paint. I really want to make sure there's no stone chips everywhere, right? Because you invest in XPEL and then you get actually protection on your very expensive paint, right? So it's worth it.
Hi, my name is Kaz. I'm driving GT3 RS and we are at the world's best place, Nürburgring. Yeah, I love this place so much, so I actually moved down here. So I live here now. So I'm very familiar with the track. The car is from 2016. For me, the car is one of the best cars for, especially for Nürburgring. And you know that it's working all the time. You come to the car, you just start it up and it works. It's a little bit different from, I had lots of other cars, but this one is, you can trust it that it works. For me, you know, we're driving under 730, so it's okay times, but we don't go actually for putting lap record or something like that. I heard from lots of people about the XPEL. I heard about other companies also which have this kind of stuff, but XPEL was a better option for me because of the car, how expensive it is, and to save the paint of it, and how good the quality of the film is. It's not about the money always. If you have afford to buy a car like this, then it's not about, you know, you want to protect the car and you want to have a nice, clean, fresh car. So it was no question about to not choose XPEL. It is easier to clean, and you know, I'm not getting stressed every time I come back from track. Now I can relax and say, okay, let the car be. I can wash it tomorrow or the day after, you know. And honestly, it's really, really easy. I talk with lots of people here and they're asking about the car. And even, you know, when you put the lava orange like I have next to another one, this one, mine shines a little bit more and it looks actually nice. So people asking what's with the car, and I'm explaining about the film, and recommend it highly because the car is always fresh. You know, I can just take it off and there's a new paint under this. The car look like new. People are amazed. You know, they compare their car with mine and they see, you know, lots of rocks and stones on their front of the car, the lights, everything. Mine is like new.
I mean, track-wise, chasing down another car in 150 or 200 kilometers an hour, going over a curb, things are flying in the air pretty much. So it gives a great deal of comfort, same as on the Swedish highway with a lot of gravel and stone. I mean, when you hear that stone shower coming on your car with the film on, you don't really care that much. When it's not done, it's a different story. You can really feel it in your heart, especially if you're a car person.
I cleaned this car for the first time myself 2 days ago here at the gas station, and it was surprisingly easy to clean.